Pues hola buenas gente, aquí Epsilon habla y en otro capítulo más de Shadow Gambit. Veamos a dónde nos lleva este barco de no muertos. Otra vez. Porque por lo visto ahora estamos
A
viendo...
real treasure hunt, huh, old man? Oh well, let's untangle this rhyme then.
Ok. Habla con Marley. Como
Golden
decía,
greetings.
ahora mismo estamos en un arco de conocer a los personajes, su
Having
pasado,
is
en
better
cierta manera.
than wanting.
¿Y por qué? Porque por algún motivo el capitán lo pide así para abrir el tesoro de su gente. Que él tiene escondido, perdón.
Cast in the pit of the iron flame. First the maps, then the riddle. Why?
Have you any inclination where these verses are supposed to take you?
Yeah.
Isn't that a good thing?
I'm afraid that this might be his grand plan to make me come back and claim his merchant company.
You? Spearheading a legitimate merchant empire? That's hard to imagine.
Not to him it wasn't. But alas, I'm quite certain his riddle leads me to the Iron Bay.
How do you know?
I'll tell you when we're there.
Ok. Pero antes de empezar, sigamos con Pincus. Que todavía nos quedan bastantes historias de tripulación que ir tratando.
What is it now, Pincus? Peter Nameless don't like the black moss?
No, they were happy about it, but had already used up most of my reserves. Do you think it possible to grow more of this?
Let's look. Sure, I can grow more of it, no problem. But I need a favor first.
They stood
Bueno.
eye to eye, barely twitching. Would they come to an accord? Nobody knew.
Y detesto tus
I take that
conversaciones.
as a yes?
Please do. Yes.
Great. I've recently fixed up this skelly, and I need you to check if it's all there up in the old noggin.
A ver,
So you want me to get into the mind of this skeleton here?
And follow a couple of instructions, yes.
bueno. ¿Quién en su sano juicio hablaría en tercera persona sobre sí mismo de esa manera, weón?
Great. Now move around a little bit.
Right away. I must say, Sue Lady, it's quite endearing being part of your little experiments.
Aye, and there's more I need you to do. Lift that crate over there.
Lifting? Is that really necessary?
It's very important, Pincus.
Ah, things of importance. That is, of course, where I excel the most.
Es armado este weón de aquí. Y está durmiendo. Perdón, no estaba tomando atención. Pincus. Aquí está.
Now, how does that feel?
It is rather heavy.
Heavy? Ah. How would you describe the heaviness?
Sort of the straining kind.
All right, thank you. Carry it over there, please. It's essential to my research.
Hija de puta.
Ah, essential, of course.
Cabrón, está haciendo que le lleve sus cosas como esqueleto, haciéndose el puto chiste, ¿sabes?
Good job, Pincus. Could you perceive the very essential experience you just went through?
Hija de puta.
I mean, considering its essentiality, it was, of course, quite marvelous. Carrying that extraordinarily heavy crate around.
Great, thanks. Now, there's a couple of lamps I need to snuff out.
Lamps? Really? Isn't that something an actual skeleton could handle?
Nah, they only light the lamps. I want to see if they can smother a flame in case of emergency.
Ah, yes. You never want to be underprepared for such eventualities, of course.
Bueno.
Now, how was that?
Huh?
The lamp. Didn't I douse it very gracefully?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Viste, me está ocupando. ¿Cuál otro farol hay que apagar? Mira aquí, hijos de puta.
You're sure you need me to repeat that?
Aye. Might seem stupid to you, but repetition is crucial in science.
Ah, I of course knew that myself. I just wanted to see if we were still on the same page.
Sure we are.
Pobrecito. Espérate. Ah,
Game of cards?
¿en serio? Si ha de ser que sea. No lo había leído.
One last check. Your auditory functions. Ask old Gertrude how she's doing.
Oh, are you truly convinced that this is necessary? I mean, I can hear you quite clearly.
It rounds off the experiment. Wouldn't want to put all that work in jeopardy now, would we?
Ah, oh, well, no. Let's get to her then.
And remember, I need you to really listen to her.
Oh, hija de puta. Vale, vale, va a ser. Es en plan. Te voy a buscar hasta que no pueda más.
Greetings, Gertrude. How are you doing today?
Ah, Teresa. Finally, somebody decent enough to ask this old figurehead how she's doing. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. 3 weeks ago, a turtle was nibbling on my rib cage, and nobody heeded my calls for help. As long as I don't feel it, it doesn't mean it isn't there, you know.
Definitely. You see, I have to...
And then these charlatans, Pete and the nameless one, they send their little creatures over here teasing me, like I'm some kind of scarecrow.
What?
If I were a couple of centuries younger, they'd crumble at the thought of mocking me. And do you know how long I've been asking the Marley to sail backwards just once?
¿Para qué?
She's not the one forever pounded by waves, is she?
Ah, vale.
All of that sounds horrible, Gertrude. I didn't know you were facing all these difficulties.
Oh, thank you so much, my dear. Getting all that off my chest already feels rather wonderful.
I'm glad I could help.
Qué curioso, un barco que no le guste ser su propia embarcación. Es hacer su trabajo, ¿sabes? Es como curioso. Ya pues.
Need something, matey?
Historia para la tripulación de Pincos. Habla con su lady. Ya pues.
What can I do you for?
¿Acaso me tengo que quitar el esqueleto?
Need something, matey?
Ahí sí. Era por el esqueleto.
Now, what are the results of the experiment?
3.53.
3.5. Is it possible, Lady,
Sí.
that you've just mocked me?
Oh, entirely possible, yes.
So talking to old Gertrude was part of that sham too?
Somebody has to listen to her once in a while. Get some of that weight off her soul. Chin up, Pincus. You did a good deed today. Now hand over that tobacco and be patient.
You know, 6 chapters of my memoirs are entirely devoted to my patients already. I was actually considering whether...
And done. There.
That was quick. That's twice as much as I had before. Would you be willing to describe this process in detail to me?
Really? Including all the big science words?
Especially them. My memoirs are desperately lacking a scientific perspective. And I don't know if that sort of thing interests you, but now that I've got that much tobacco, I'd happily share.
Yeah, why the hell not? I've been working all day. Here, gimme.
Qué curiosa tripulación, cuanto menos, weón.
Now I know why you wanted to get that back. Now,
¿Qué mierda
on to
tiene
the
eso?
process. First, I had to get the soul energy structure of what you gave me. Wasn't much left, so I had to pull a few tricks or it would have been a bust.
¿Energía del alma del tabaco?
And that's how I did it.
Astounding, really. How have we never talked about all this before?
You never asked.
It seems it's equally important to listen to you once in a while, then. Ah, you've given me much to write about. I'll have to withdraw to my study to put the finishing touches on this chapter. Thanks again, Sulady.
Me encanta porque este es el único hijo de puta cabrón
See
que de
you
verdad no
around,
está haciendo
Pincus.
nada.
And don't forget that copy you promised me, autographed and all.
Ah,
Okay.
don't worry. That request is already part of my memoirs.
Siéntate en la silla de tu estudio. Ok.
A new chapter in my memoirs.
Es hora de escribir los últimos párrafos de este capítulo de tus memorias. Ahí va nuestro humilde amigo.
Nothing I can't afford. It's often at the end of my chapters when I have the strong urge to rewrite its title. As it turns out that no one day in the life of a pirate is like the other. On some days you may be robbed and swindled of your belongings. On
The hell?
others you'll possess a skeleton to collect moss with the texture of bird droppings. But on the best of them, you learn about the endless intricacies of soul energy structure and seed multiplication. And most importantly, spend time with your astounding crewmates who make this adventure
No.
all the more exciting.
Se están poniendo muy sentimentales todos en este momento.
At your service. I like these odds.
Must.
Entonces aquí. Ah, sí, vamos por acá. Ah, y bahía de hierro. No me gusta de mapa. Tras seguir una serie de pistas, Quentin ha llegado a Bahía del Hierro con un acertijo premonitorio. La búsqueda de Quentin, parte 2, capítulo 2, creo. 3 horas al día, soleado, puta la mierda, duración, tamaño de trepación y tacata. Perfecto, vámonos. Voy a mantener la combinación Quentin, nuestro asesino, y voy a ir con John. Ese va a ser el cambio. Está tardando mucho en cargar.
Back at the Iron Bay.
What makes you so certain that it's here?
We vacationed here often when I was young, and the coin and the riddle point to the pit as well.
He
¿Cómo?
hid something in the pit. Nothing survives that fire.
Exacto.
Well, most things don't, that's true. Let's get going and see.
Ok, la vuelta va a ser cuanto menos interesante. Sinceramente no me acuerdo cómo fue que hice el acceso la primera vez. Creo que fue por aquí. Sí, fue por aquí. Con Quentin puedo hacer por aquí. Y tirarme derechito para acá. Lo otro es encontrar una de las múltiples llaves y acceder por un lateral, pero es más difícil acceder por un lateral que de otra manera. Así que no, voy a mantener esta. Ya, Quentin, que se va al final. Toya, que es... Perdón. Toya, que se va para acá. Gaele también tenía habilidades buenas, weón. Pero el problema es que este weón entra mucho mejor. Ah, este no nada. Nadador. Ah, pero tengo 3. Tengo ganas de ocuparla, la verdad. Gaele tiene habilidades interesantes. Pero yo no es súper versátil y trabaja muy bien solo, weón. Por probarla, vamos a ver. Ok.
As you command.
This is a strange place to spend your holidays in.
My father's work never stopped, so the only vacation was to join him on his business trips.
Ay Dios,
Business
horrible.
trips. He dealt with the Inquisition.
Yeah, he was a follower of the Burning Maiden. He bought the Inquisition's iron long before the war when it was still cheap.
And after the war,
The price rose drastically, so he wasn't that strong of a believer anymore.
Any volunteers?
Perdió la fe.
Come on, I'll be careful.
Espérate, no entendí. No vi, no.
Wonder how we'll do this time. As you command.
A feast for my
this is a strange place to spend your holidays in.
My father's work never stopped, so the only vacation
A
was
ver.
to join him on his business trips.
Business trips.
Creo que estoy con la duda porque me quedo.
He was a follower of the
Ah, ya
Burning
muerto
Maiden.
tiene que ser, ok.
He bought the Inquisition's iron long before the war when it was still cheap.
And after the war,
The price rose drastically, so he wasn't that strong of a believer anymore.
Un hombre que es de buena fe mientras le dan su moneda de cambio, ¿sabes?
We may return here.
Yeah.
A good starter.
I'll hold on to what is mine.
Ok. A ver si con algo de calma podemos hacerlo. Podemos pasar por aquí.
I can smell gold already.
Oui. Sweet. A little spectacle just for you.
Corran.
Maiden. Hone my senses. Measure. Calculate. Rectify.
Sure as a stone.
Part of the design.
What?
Don't mind them.
Eso lo hice por maldad, no te...
Don't tell me sure.
Este es un personaje demasiado rebuscado para mi estilo de combate, bon.
It's a deal then. The rod reaches far.
D'accord.
No sé si pueda potenciar a mis personajes con esta mina. No, con la chucha. Siempre pasa lo mismo.
I like long shots. Like moths to the firecracker.
Láncelo cuando termine de subir.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
Well now.
Commence the right of inquiry. Mensura.
Perfecto.
Calcula. Rectifica.
Ya cruzamos una mitad de un pasillo. Estamos bien con eso.
Are foolproof.
The right's concluded.
Vile Toya.
Found.
Hey! One arm technique.
Listo.
The taste of death.
I miss the waves under my feet.
My galley is the battle.
Tengo una duda.
Faster! You're wasting time with her.
Will it yield corn?
Your hook always adds a special flavor.
Accident.
I don't look up to anybody.
I have my duties.
Pensé que iban a hacer algo más, la verdad.
Sure as a stone.
Ah, perfecto.
I have my duties.
Cut through the shadow.
Simply bad luck.
Move like water.
I cast for treasures.
Me llevo esto.
Nice mine.
Slice.
Es que Quentin me parece tan omega versátil, hermano, que te lo...
Aye. Hard to make sense.
I've heard news from Mud.
You said the coin was connected to the pit as well?
Yeah. He had just closed a big contract with the Inquisition. I believe it was his biggest yet. So I thought it was a good time to commemorate the occasion by giving him the first coin I ever found on a treasure hunt. Remember that I told you he threw the coin away? This is where he threw it. In the pit.
Rough. So this is the place where he called you a quack?
Nah, that's just poor rhyming on his part. But I can appreciate the effort.
Iba a dispararle, pero vi este bueno acá al fondo.
Balanced to perfection.
Seems our work is never done.
Well, no.
Aye.
Ah, crap. No, recula.
Skewer the heart.
Y apenas puedo robarlo.
Ready to serve. Move with speed.
What right is appropriate?
Molestia.
I'll stay where I am.
No puedo cruzar.
Agents or simply bad luck?
Quizás su ley debería haber venido bien en este run, la verdad. Más
You
que...
said the coin was connected to the pit as well?
Yeah. He had just closed a big contract with the Inquisition. I believe it was his biggest yet. So I thought it was a good time to commemorate the occasion by giving him the first coin I ever found on a treasure hunt. You remember that I told you he threw the coin away? Well, this is where he threw it. In the pit. No one
Rough.
cheats death.
So
but
this is the
us.
place where he called you a quack?
Nah, that's just poor rhyming on his part. But I can appreciate the effort. Couldn't see eye to eye. I'll hold on to what is mine.
Crap.
Careful, man.
Just closed a big contract with the Inquisition. I believe it was his biggest yet. So I thought it was a good time to commemorate the occasion by giving him the first coin I ever found on a treasure hunt. You remember that I told you he threw the coin away?
Ahí.
But this is where he threw it. In the pit.
Rough. So this is the place where he called you a quack?
Nah, that's just poor rhyming on his part.
Ahí.
But I can appreciate the effort.
Ahí.
Yes, you.
Anyone hungry?
Ahí.
A heavy customer.
Couldn't see eye to eye.
I like long shots.
Lo logré.
Ready to serve. Move like water.
I'll hold on to what is mine. Cursed day. Finders keepers, right?
Lo que me ha costado.
Memory after memory.
Ahora avanzamos por acá. Sinceramente no sé si tengo que acceder por acá arriba o tengo que acceder por allá abajo, weón. La verdad, ahí me equivoqué totalmente. Va a haber un cofre ahí, weón. Ahí mira. Bueno, como digo, limpiaré aquí y si no, limpiaré abajo.
The cannon is mightier than the sword.
Como este ya se va.
If there is shadow, it's mine.
Cut through the shadows.
Item.
Very traditional. A taste of death.
Any cannons loose?
Of tarnished gold.
Let's not ask for permission. Right.
Slice. Nice.
Ah, que bien, no lo ve nadie.
Show particularly skilled aim.
Invitation is
Let's see,
difficult.
Dad. What do you want me to aim at?
Treasure hunter, I see something on one of the stalagmites in the pit.
Oh, thank you. I can see it. I'll try to fish it out.
Preparation
Llegaré desde acá.
is key.
Let's reel them in. It's a deal then. Tight lines.
Ahí. Bien, sirvió de acá arriba.
There's a map in that chest along with
Por
another.
favor, más de lo
You
mismo.
know, If it wasn't for everything you told me, all of this would be kind of endearing.
Yeah, I tend to agree. The note reads the following. There's a cage trapped in a square. Read its scratchings if you dare. Together with the map, we should be able to figure this one out too.
What?
By the way, how did that chest withstand the pit's fire that long?
It was probably made from sanctified iron. The cost must have been astronomical even for his standards, let alone the effort to place all these things here and on Calamity Reef. All of this was years in the making. I don't know if my father is still intending to draw me in, but I'm beginning to enjoy myself.
Curioso. Hay una jaula en un rectángulo atrapada.
Time is moving fast.
Qué curioso. Lo hice por acá arriba pensando que iba a ser más rápido. Y sí lo va a hacer.
Our objective is clear.
Isn't there a cage somewhere close by? Let's keep looking.
I miss the waves under my feet.
Este se lo lleva a este weón. Epa. No me estás entendiendo, Quentin. Ah, no, eres... porque tienes una daga de oro tú. Creo que estoy diciendo algo innecesario. ¿Qué es esto?
The expected outcome. Simple.
Perfecto.
Faster! You're wasting time without.
¿Qué tengo que investigar? Sé que es aquí, pero...
Move with speed.
Measure our enemy. Understand the affliction, so we may bring an end to the curse.
Voy a dar una vuelta con este personaje a ver qué tal. What a fucking... Let's go on.
Hey! That anchor exerts the pull of
What
the
do we have here?
Uy. Hay una jaula en un rectángulo. Atrapada. Es esto.
Scrape the insides of the
I cast for treasure. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
¿Quién diría que matar estos dos pobres almas saldría tan bien?
Is it
An
time?
offer I can't refuse.
I sense no corruption. Carry on.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Less talking, more scrutinizing. The work does
Big problem? Bigger solution.
They all seek my riches. I can smell gold already.
Is that
Oui, as you command.
Golden greeting. Another kind of bait. Finders keepers, right?
Perfecta.
You threw your net and captured a memory,
Don't
Marley.
cuddle it.
my blade is ready?
Ready for a challenge.
Podría hacerlo, la verdad, hacer pan, pan.
Get
¿Estaba vivo? Pensé que estaba trabajando con un muerto.
Was there a mix?
My chest is off limits. Lights out.
Mine. Even if you weren't directly responsible for the crime.
J'écoute.
I have assisted in all seasons.
In a moment.
No, I saw nothing and I did nothing.
I think the trap is set.
This is almost
Who? I got
Ah, you shall
not escape. All in one. A lock needs a key. It will be done. Blood and silence. What is that?
No, es la que...
Don't cuddle it.
Big problem? Bigger solution. Get Come on, I'll be careful. Who wants to go on a ride?
¿Qué tan lejos llegará el cañón?
I like long shots.
Was there a mix-up with our armory again?
Even if you weren't directly responsible for the crime, you may have assisted.
Sure as a stone.
Sure, I saw nothing and
No, te he atrapado ahí. Tengo que matar a este weón de aquí que me está molestando un montón.
I'm always prepared.
A fine shot.
Me encanta que el cañón no suele, pero sí el pencazo a tierra.
Ready to shoot him away, Gael?
Aye. Any coin will it yield coin?
I stand against the tempest.
Was there a mix-up with our armory again?
Got a good head in my chest.
Even if
It
you
will be
weren't
dealt
directly
with. Thank you.
Ay, qué cariño, por Dios mío, cada vez que lo veo me parece sádico.
please have mercy. My sentence is almost over.
Fishing for another memory.
Ah, pero claro, si hago eso, mi personaje va a quedar noqueado.
J'écoute. Et les canons. Swiftly.
Uy,
Maintain your seals, or it will reawaken.
There is only one language they understand.
D'accord.
taco. Justamente en el taco.
If you are truly without sin, then surely there is
I like long shots.
nothing I will find examining your mind.
Yes.
Cannon.
Ya llega.
My galley is the bat ambush in the making. Aye.
Who?
Where the wind blows, cannon
Esta niña necesito meterla ahí mismo, weón.
Quelle surprise!
Nope.
Well, I was going to clean my canal anyway.
No, no, ¿qué estás haciendo?
I
Sí.
don't look up to anybody. Sure as the storms. The landing could be a bit rough.
Cut through the shadows. Yokai.
Try to run.
Skewer the heart. A useful gift.
I've done nothing.
Any cannons loose? Hold
Ay,
it
qué
down.
pena.
A feast for my blade. A refined decision.
Teléfono, no ahora, por
Big
favor.
problem, bigger solution.
Ven para acá.
This is where the fun begins. Bonsoir.
Slice should not have happened to dice. The fight begins.
Ya.
The cannon is mightier than the sword.
By orders of Inquisitor Ignatius.
Death is not defeat.
Not fuse. Long rope. It's going to be bumpy.
What?
I'll be cautious.
I was locked up.
It's still going to hurt.
Ya. Me doy cuenta que con este weón puedo hacer.
My guard was lowered. Our objective is clear. Move unseen.
Don't cuddle it.
It will be done.
Careful negotiations.
No, no puedo. Está difícil hacer este acceso aquí, weón.
So you know about it, then?
Everybody on the island heard of the prognosticator's rage when the Black Man vanished.
Simple. Back again. On my way.
Don't sell me short. It's a deal then. Finders keepers, right?
Cerca estamos.
The rod reaches far.
Hey! What do we have here?
One-arm technique.
Maintain your seals, or it will reawaken.
Even if you weren't directly responsible,
Forgotten.
you may have assisted.
Another moment in time.
Ay, no.
Death is not defeat.
The cannon is mightier than the sword. As you command.
Is there treasure? Will it yield coin?
Who?
It will be delicate.
¿A qué le pegas?
Feathery reeled in.
Oui. Little bombs. This will occupy them for a bit.
Oh.
A good starter. Oh, all in one motion. Raise with your legs. 7 blades.
I know.
Quickly, a leaf on the wind.
Stick it to the salads. Is there treasure? Finders keepers.
A feast for my blade.
Line and
Move
sinker.
like water. Simple.
Who?
Shadow Blade. I will be back.
Claro.
Is better than wanting. It's a deal then.
Creo que sigue molestando, weón.
Ready for a challenge.
What is that?
Wash one.
Ya.
My galley is the battlefield. I follow the plan.
Bueno, ahora realmente
Got a good head in my chest. An offer I can't refuse.
hay que las cagues. Nada, igual, es que me da mucho miedo el este de aquí, weón.
Where the wind blows,
A
cannonballs fly.
refined decision.
I think the prisoner is standing on something. Looks like a message engraved in the cage's flooring. Let me read it.
I don't look up to anybody. Let me tell you, this is where the fun begins.
Ya comprendo. No, tengo que acceder a este weón de manera convencional.
Out with you.
Oh! Knock out the headless treasure hunter. Ooh, very funny. Any coin? If there is value, it's mine.
So we may bring an end to the curse.
Nobody takes what's
No, no, no,
mine.
no, no, no.
The curses are upon us.
Pensé que estaba con la otra. Lo bueno es que ahora esta tiene el cañón activo.
It will be done.
Faster! You're wasting time with those.
I think the prisoner is standing on something. And it looks like a message engraved in the cage's flooring. Let me read it.
We sift
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
that is our curse.
Quelle surprise!
The swords change.
Ya.
Don't mind the lead.
Voy a probar algo. No, no, no. Toya por acá. Por acá y un F5. Si es que la cagamos. On.
Oui.
¡Oh! Adiós, hijo de puta.
Anything shiny?
Toya,
Eso me ha encantado.
You have me intrigued, old man. What is it this time? Another drawing? Another riddle? Let's see. Remember that one place where we'd wander on our stays and seek the deepest hole that hides a pool of water from your eyes? At the end of our visits here, we always took a stroll through the sanatorium, praying as we went.
You pray to that burning witch?
We were considered esteemed guests at the time, and such things were expected of us. Yeah, but we mostly acted the praying, and it was one of those few times where he and I actually got to talk. Oh, let's go there and see if we can't find what's drawn on the map.
Your soul is in turmoil, treasure hunter.
Está como contento.
Well, how could it not be? For most of my life, I've despised my father as much as anybody. But just when I thought I'd eradicated him from my mind, I suddenly enjoy myself at the hands of his shenanigans. Could it be? Could it truly be that this is all just a nice, plain treasure hunt?
Patience. You'll know soon.
Yeah.
Recuerda el sitio en particular. No me lo vas a marcar fácil, ¿verdad? Esta es la que me preocupa, que creo que estoy aquí.
I can't feel my hand.
Aquí es. El hijo de puta me va a hacer patear todo el mapa prácticamente. ¡Ah! que así sea.
You threw your net and captured a memory, Marley.
Termina de hablar,
It's a deal
gracias.
then.
Gracias por el espacio de tiempo. No, esto no es lo que quiero, es lo que quiero está aquí.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. If there is value, it's mine.
I stand against the tempest.
Ya vas, se van a ir, ¿verdad? Gracias. Que hay mucha mierda, así que me confundo. Prefiero con esto activo un ratito.
Any coin?
Si no te molesta, me gasto por si acaso.
Hunter.
Corruption ever.
¿Puedo patear por la orilla? Uy, sí, aquí me ahorro caleta.
Another to the board.
Cut through the shadows. Simple.
Chucha. Porque habiendo seleccionados. Y ahora.
I cannot lose. A useful gift.
A certain level is harmless.
Our objective is clear.
Watched.
Mierda, 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 mierda.
Oh.
You sure you remember correctly, Marty?
They all seek my riches. Diamonds,
My
rubies,
galley
emeralds.
is the battlefield. On my way. One-armed technique. A useful gift.
An offer I can't refuse.
I'm here.
Though it is stated that corruption above a certain level.
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
Watched.
Venga, váyanse. Que sinceramente me habría gustado tener mi tiro de la canol, pero
Swiftly.
es lo que toca. Ahora.
And so I watch.
Ahora tengo que
Let's
rodear
capture
este
this
pasillo de
moment
aquí.
in time.
Unfit to feed fire.
Balanced.
Voy a tener que meterme este weón.
Day and night I stand watch. Observe.
I'm going in. I am the blade. In a moment,
Justo.
the heart is pierced.
Lo bueno que ya arriba nadie lo ve.
J'écoute. The crackles draw them.
Ya lo bueno que se lo mueve harto, así que
I'm
igual
glad your
puedo.
memories are still
My
working,
chest
Marty.
is off limits. I will draw them. It's a deal then.
Well,
Ya.
I never forget.
preparation is key.
Entró en el rango, weón, qué rabia.
Unleash the bait. Big problem? Bigger solution.
Very traditional. This will suffice.
Don't sell me short. The line is sturdy. Ready to fire. Will it yield coins? Lights out.
J'écoute, bien sûr.
Anyone preparing the ingredients?
Me equivoqué.
They all seek my riches.
Your hook always
It's a deal.
adds a special flavor, Quentin. Slice and dice.
Oh. También puedo mover el familiar.
Sinker.
Sure as the storms.
Es interesante saber que puedo mover el familiar.
Ah, I would have forgotten otherwise. Let's not ask for permission.
No te creo.
Let's knock them out again.
Hay que retroceder hasta acá.
Is there treasure? Come fishy fishy. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
What?
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly. Get
Cuidado.
Balanced to perfection.
the cannon is
The heart
mightier than the
is
sword.
pierced.
Let's not ask
Slice
for permission.
and dice. A heavy customer. Move
Bueno
right
juego, ya que quieres
Any
llevártelo así.
coin, find us another kind of bait.
Ya, pateamos harto hasta llegar aquí. Me encanta la reutilización de estos mapas, weón. Son tan...
Nobody
Es
takes
tan
what's
dinámico,
mine.
weón.
Well, now.
Quiero tener la ventaja de la altura, muchas gracias.
Keep it for a
Toya.
rainy day, Marley.
De lo que no se mueve.
I don't look up to anybody. I do resist the noise.
Anyone hungry? Hey!
Don't sell me short. If there is value, it's mine.
Only you could wield your sword with two hands. Toya. Big problem, bigger solution. I miss
The
the waves
expected
under my
outcome.
feet.
Good taste.
Oui.
Estoy empezando a ganar sinergia con la niña y eso me está encantando. Todavía no entiendo eso sí cómo funciona bien lo de los...
It's a deal.
I stand against the tempest. D'accord.
My chest is off limits. Will it yield coin?
El juego la del cañón.
You threw your net and captured a memory, Marley. I can smell gold already.
Este acceso conecta con esta zona de aquí. Pero no quiero conectar ahí, quiero conectar hacia la puerta principal porque esta es la zona que estoy buscando.
No escape from
Ya que están gratis las llaves.
I'll
Lock
hold
needs
on
a key.
to what's mine. An offer I can't refuse.
We're on your side.
Any cannons loose? Bien sûr.
Many interruptions today.
Ya.
The sky and stars show us the way. All that is good comes from above.
Pleasure is unceasing.
Et les canons.
A feast for my blade.
Y así.
Here we go. Mine.
Let's try a new way.
Swiftly.
Y para adentro que se va.
Golden greeting. Hook, line, and sinker.
Me está encantando Canal, weón. Es difícil ocuparla, es como más rebuscado de lo normal. Pero no por eso es mala, de hecho por eso es que te hace pensar más. No estás acostumbrado a una persona que haga disparar a personas.
We used to throw empty iron prayer slabs in that well during our strolls. I wonder if...
You think that's the place your father was talking about?
Yeah, I'm quite sure. I just have to see it with my own eyes.
Que ya no tienes por si acaso, que tienes diamantes en los ojos.
I can smell gold already.
¿Qué tengo que hacer? No entiendo. Recuerda que el sitio en particular que de viaje solíamos explorar. Busca un profundo agujero que oculta un estanque con esmero. Tirábamos tablillas de oración en blanco a ese pozo durante nuestros paseos. ¿Ya, po?
An offer I can't refuse. Maybe if I just threw my head into the well.
Ah, vale, no se me había ocurrido, perdón.
There, I found something. Let me read it. My dear Quentin, it took you running away from home to notice that I possessed nothing that I could remember you with. So, in my despair, I've had an exact replica made of the coin you once gave me. Of course, it didn't help, but there is peace in knowing that you found that guilder. I now know that you never desired anything I owned, but I hope you can accept it as a token of my eternal
Pero si
remorse.
echaste a tu hijo a tu casa normal, que sientas en algún momento remordimiento por esto.
Son with ample opportunity, not ample confinement. I
Así
realize
es.
that now. It took great effort to put this treasure hunt together, and I hope this once I made you do something that you enjoy.
Ay, Dios. Me va a hacer llorar a mí,
I'm sorry
cabrón.
that it took me so long. I always loved you. Dad,
Ay, Dios, que me va a hacer llorar a mí, el hijo de puta.
you really did it.
Tienes la cabeza conectada. Fíjate tú. Ay.
Did he ask you to come take over?
No, he apologized.
And?
I'm not sure. Let's talk back on the Marley.
Normal. Que me habrán dado hasta mil corazones el momento, weón.
I.
Ay, Se me le han cristalizado los ojos, hermano.
Sure as the storms.
Ay, Dios. Qué bonito como... A ver, fue tarde, extremadamente tarde, porque recordamos que son muertos vivientes al fin y al cabo. Pero al menos se acordó, ¿sabes? Hizo el esfuerzo de darle algo que a su hijo le encantaba, que era buscar tesoros. Me parece muy bonito el esfuerzo y el detalle, la verdad, las dos cosas, la verdad. Hijo de puta.
negotiations.
The heart is pierced, balanced to perfection. Our objective is clear.
I miss the waves under my feet. Bien sûr.
Ala.
Treasure. It will be
Robado limpio.
Preparation is key.
Duda.
cautious. This time, Gael. Back to fishing.
¡Qué espectacular! Que me ha arreglado un montón el problema cuando decía cómo dentro ahí. Espérate un momento. ¡Pumba! Great. Y así creo que al fin terminamos el capítulo de la búsqueda de Quentin. Este momento muy extremadamente bello la cagó. Que sí, que llegó tarde el padre a entender a su hijo y a llegar a quererlo, porque literalmente tuvo que desaparecer de su vida para que él se diera cuenta de esto. Y me parece muy loable el entender eso, que fue tarde, sí, pero es mejor tarde que nunca. Me pareció muy bonito, precioso en todo sentido de la palabra. Y eso, sin nada más que decir ni agregar, soy Epsilon. Buenos días y dulces sueños. Y vaya patada de camino me he pegado. Mira, empecé por aquí. Fui para acá, volví para acá y después terminé acá.